I literally can't with this man.
At what point is the line crossed?
Good morning, everybody. It is like 6:30 a.m. on this cold-ass Monday morning because it's really cold outside. I'm reporting to you live this early because I like to think I'm funny, but I'm not. I'm really not. Okay, the point of this video is I want to see how many books I can finish in a really busy work week. Okay, so I'm really busy this week. I just want to see how much I can actually read. As you guys know, the majority of like what I do for work, I can like listen to audiobooks the whole time. So I have a feeling that I can definitely finish a book a day. Maybe, depending, because I have a few audiobooks I can listen to. I have 2 Frida McFadden books to listen to, and I have Daisy Hates, and I have The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doyle, and I also have Spotify Hours. So I have a lot of options. The reason why I have so many audiobooks, first of all, is because I had 2 Libby holds for 2 different Frida McFadden books. Those are One by One and Never Lie. So potentially could finish a lot of books. And I also want to try to read one physical book, aka a Kindle book. I don't know if, because at the moment I don't think I could read a physical book right now. Like, I would need a Kindle. But that's my plan. I'm gonna see how much I can read this week, how many books we can finish. I don't know if this video is for Bookmas or not. I feel like it'd have to be with the time I'm filming it. It's literally almost the last week of November, so it has to be for Bookmas. So happy Bookmas, I guess. And then once I get to work, I'll start probably One by One, because that one, the audiobook is due sooner. I have no idea what One by One is about, but I'm excited to kind of know what all these Frida McFadden books are. She has so many books. But I'm excited about Never Lie, because I think that's her most popular one after The Housemaid. I'm not sure though. We might go Monday to Monday. We might end up not. I might end up just doing Monday to Friday because it's a work week. Maybe I'll do that because I'm pretty busy this weekend. Anyways, I will see you guys later on once I have an update for what book I'm reading and if I like it or not.
Okay, so I started One by One by Frida McFadden, and I'm like, surprisingly, I'm further in this book than I thought I was going to be. I was just working and listening to it, and I'm on chapter 29, 70% of the way through, and I'm surprised that I've gotten that far. So I'm definitely going to finish this book today and then start another one because I have to leave and go work somewhere else for the day. The main premise of this book is that there's this girl named Claire, and she's married to her husband Noah, and she and obviously her husband and other people that they know, like couples, they're going on this trip. They're gonna like go to this inn, and I guess it's gonna be kind of like outdoor kind of vibe. But anyway, they're traveling to the inn. They get steered off in the wrong direction, and then basically the car dies. They have no signal, of course, and they can't find anybody around them, and then they decide that they're gonna hike through the woods to find the inn, and then weird things start happening from there. They're lost, and they've had to stay in the woods for like a couple of days, and people are starting to disappear one by one, hence the title. One person has died, another one has probably died. They're starting to get like this bad feeling that someone in the group is like causing these disappearances of the people in the group. I don't have any like theories about anything yet. We are getting these chapters though from somebody else's point of view. For right now it's just Claire and this person that's like anonymous. Like literally the chapters are anonymous, and then this anonymous person is telling the story of like their childhood and things that they went through, and we don't know who this person is, obviously, and I'm assuming it's someone in the group. Like, it would have to be. We don't know if it's the main character. We don't know if it's one of the guys in the group. We can assume that the person in these anonymous chapters is male, kind of, literally only because, well, I'm assuming that the person talks about when their dad got home, they got they got them a baseball cap and is like, there you go, sport. And it's like, that's not something that a dad would say to their daughter, I don't think. So that's kind of why I assume maybe this is one of the guys' stories. It's so interesting though to hear how mean these adults are to each other. Also, a big part of this book is that Claire and her husband Noah have had a horrible marriage so far. Like at first that they've been like fine. They had a couple of kids and things started just going downhill. So she spends a long time talking about how bad her marriage is with her husband and how she wants to divorce him, but like she feels like she can't because of the kids. They've only stayed together for the kids. I hear that that's not the best thing to do. Don't stay together for the kids. It's just gonna make everything worse, I feel like. But now during this trip, they've gotten a little closer. But like, I don't think Claire deserves that because, well, I don't know if Noah's done anything bad behind her back, but like we kind of know things that she's been doing behind his back. That's not really like a spoiler because it's literally in the first probably 10 minutes of the book. She's been unfaithful, not very loyal, so I don't really know. But anyways, we're just gonna figure out who is making these people disappear and why. And I feel like one of the theories I have, I feel like maybe these people aren't really dead. Like maybe some are, but I feel like they might not be. I just have this feeling that one of them isn't dead and it's like a working together moment. Like, oh, we're working together because of da-da-da-da. And like, we want to kill all of you guys because of da-da-da-da. I mean, I don't know. That's just my like assumption. And this isn't really like the best book, like Frida McFadden book I've read. Like, I don't feel as intrigued as I was with like Ward D or The Inmate. Like I like those two a lot, but this one is just very meh. Like it's fine. It's definitely better than The Coworker though. More than likely I'm going to finish this and I will tell you guys my thoughts on it, and then I will probably honestly start Never Lie by Frida McFadden. And then, well, if either Never Lie or maybe a romance, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of almost feeling like, oh, you know what I want to read really bad? I want to read a book in the Chestnut Spring series, or I want to read a sports romance. That's kind of what I'm in the mood for. But I think I'm going to wait to read that until like I go home and like read it on my Kindle or something, because I'm thinking about either starting the next book in the Chestnut Spring series, which is Powerless, or I'm thinking about starting Play Along by Liz Tomford, because I need to finish series I'm in the middle of. That's probably another video I need to do. I need to finish series I'm in the middle of. Like, I really want to finish series before starting new ones. I know I have the audiobook for The Dagger and the Flame, and I think that'll be really good, but I don't think I want to start a new series unless I finish one. That's probably gonna be like my new thing. Like, don't start a new series unless you finish one. I have a few that I can finish. But anyways, that's like besides the point. I will let you guys know what I think about this book, and then I will also let you know my initial thoughts on the second book I read, which might be Frida McFadden, or it might be something completely different. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, talk to you then, I guess.
The quality is gonna be worse right now because I'm not gonna use my back camera because I really don't feel like checking right now, okay? It's like 8:30 p.m. I got home at like friggin' 6:30 and it's been such a long day. So basically I'm basically ready for bed. I finished One by One by Frida McFadden. It kind of ended the way I thought it would. Like nothing was really yeah, there was like plot twist. I mean, yeah, it's a mystery thriller. Of course, there's gonna be like a plot twist, and then it was surprising, but also like not. Anyway, I don't want to like get into all that and like spoil it, but like I don't know. I didn't feel super immersed into this one as much as the other ones. Honestly, I started Never Lie like basically right after, and I'm 89%. Sorry, my cat just like did something really weird. He has the zoomies. I started Never Lie today as well, and I have literally 40 minutes left of it. Like, I zoomed through that book. Not because I like listened to it fast or read it fast or anything. I was obviously working, so I just had a really long work day. Yeah, I have 40 minutes left of that book, but I'm not like, I don't want to read it tonight. Like, I could because it's on Kindle Unlimited, but I don't want to. Even though I just said I feel like One by One wasn't as immersive as the other ones. I feel like I like One by One better than Never Lie. I don't know why. Like, I think it's because I enjoyed the setting of One by One better. And Never Lie, it really took forever for it to get interesting. It felt like it was a lot of buildup. Like a whole lot of buildup. And I was like, oh, I bet I'm at like 30% of the way through this book, right? And I went to check how much I had left. And then it said, oh, you're 70% in. And I was like, what? Because I just felt like it wasn't like, I don't know, I felt like it just wasn't going anywhere for for a really, really long time. Like, yeah, there were some interesting things here and there, but I was like, why does it just feel so stagnant? Is that the word, stagnant? Well, let me explain what the plot of Never Lie is. Basically, you have this husband and wife, Trisha and Ethan, I believe. They are going to go look at this really nice house. They're just trying, they've been married for 6 months and they're gonna go find a house together. There's a big blizzard going on and they get to the house and the realtor lady named Judy isn't there. And they're like, oh, like, where is she? That's strange. They're like, well, it's really cold and we can't go back down because, you know, the snow. They're like, well, maybe there's a spare key and then there's no one in the house. So basically what ends up happening is they go into the house. They end up staying there because they can't go anywhere else. So they're kind of stuck in this house and then weird things start happening. And it's kind of this back and forth, not back and forth timeline per se, but kind of like a back and forth POV, I guess, because you have this POV of Adrienne and Trisha. So it's kind of like back and forth. And then you wonder, how are these POVs going to kind of correlate with each other? But we find out the house that the couple is looking at belonged to this really famous like therapist / author. And that's Adrienne. Things have been revealed. I did kind of get a little shook, not gonna lie. I felt like the plot twist in Never Lie was more interesting than the one in One by One. I'm not done with Never Lie yet. I feel like one of the bigger plot twists have already happened. I feel like also with One by One, kind of going back to One by One, that one had a very interesting way of intertwining the Anon POV that I mentioned and like Claire's. I feel like the way they intertwined at the end was very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna read tonight, honestly. There's some booktube videos I want to catch up on. Okay, I actually lied. I think I'm gonna start Powerless by Elsie Silver, book number 3 in the Chestnut Spring series. So apparently this is a Friends to Lovers, which isn't my favorite. I like Enemies to Lovers or like anything else. Is this the hockey one? It is the hockey one. 2 childhood friends, 2 broken hearts, 1 impromptu road trip to get away from everything. That's all it was supposed to be. After all, I've been living in the friend zone for years now. The man I've loved in secret for years? Okay, T. 504 pages. Yikes. Oh, it's Salone. That doesn't really help. I don't know who that is. I don't remember. Cousin Violet. Isn't Violet the sister of one of the I don't remember. I am tired though, so I don't know how far I'm gonna get, but I just want to read like a little bit of something. Don't expect much from me tonight because I'm probably not gonna read that much at all. I literally can't with this man. So she's about to get married. So she was about to get married, okay? Something happened. And basically Jasper's like, look, I can help you run away. And like the brothers, her cousins, the Eaton brothers are going to cause a distraction. So they cause a distraction. So Jasper is getting Salone out, okay? But like, he's like, you need to run. And then he notices that she's wearing these like super uncomfortable shoes, these really uncomfortable high heels. And she's like, oh yeah, I need to take off these shoes. And he gets down on one knee and takes off the shoes for her. Okay, and then she's like taken aback because like he's like down on one knee right in front of her, and this is the love of her life. And she's like, oh my gosh. And then it gets crazier. They walk outside and he's parked really far away, and obviously she doesn't have any shoes. And then he like doesn't even realize. He was like, oh my gosh, you're walking barefoot. Like the sidewalk's cold. And then he lifts her up, gives her a piggyback ride, and they're all having fun and stuff. And then just keep in mind, her hair is also pinned up very uncomfortably. Yeah, like I said, is he carrying her to his car? He puts her in the car, he buckles her in, and he's about to shut the door, and he opens it back up, and he says, this thing needs to go. And it says, I don't know how he manages, but with one well-placed tug, he pulls the main crystal-encrusted needle from my hair and tosses it on the ground. And then my hair tumbles freely around my cheeks, and he watches it sway. For a moment, his eyes heat and shock me when they land back on my lips, and he goes, is that better? He rumbles. And she doesn't understand why he's being so like possessive and protective. This is like, the yearning is strong, okay? From both sides. It's so tough because it's just been like a big miscommunication so far. Like just, you know, right place, wrong time. Yeah, whatever that saying is. Yeah, but basically I'm loving this so far. And we continue on. It's getting like kind of late though. Oh, it's 9:50. Oh my god, I gotta go to bed.
Today is Tuesday. I finished Never Lie by Frida McFadden. It was okay. It's like the same way I felt about the end of The Crash. It was alright. I think I liked One by One better. Sorry, I have to drive because I have to go somewhere else. But I started another book, Now You're Mine. It's the second book in the Possessing Her duology, and I started, obviously you guys, I think during Bookmas I started it, yeah. I literally, the only reason I'm reading it is because I want to finish series that I'm in the middle of. And look, I fully realize I could DNF it, but I want to see it through. It's a short book. It's 6 hours long. So I was like, yeah, I could just finish this up. And I have 2 hours left now. And I know that it's a dark romance, but the things that he did is crazy. Like, he literally, like, if you guys want to hear nothing about this, just skip. But honestly, I wouldn't even recommend it. Obviously, we know from the first book that this guy, Hayden, killed the senator, and then he's in love with the senator's daughter, and that's like the whole thing, right? And he has still not told her the truth, and I don't know if he's going to. I thought that was gonna be like the whole point. Anyway, he's already, you know, taken her away to keep her safe and all this stuff, and I'm just waiting for things to happen. Like, I'm waiting for the plot twist, because it's kind of just been smut and smut and smut. But the biggest thing that he did, oh my god, the biggest thing that he did, and I realize it's a dark romance, but I'm not sure really how to gauge dark romances, because like, obviously in regular romances, if these things happened, it would be despicable. But how do you rate what is bad in a dark romance when essentially all of it is kind of bad? So I don't really know how to like rate this book, but enjoyment wise, I mean, it's like, it's entertaining enough for me to not DNF it, but it's one of those things where I would not recommend it to anybody. I feel like I enjoyed the mystery and just the storyline, I guess, of Haunting Adeline more than this, so I don't think I'm gonna give this anything above a 3, because the thing that he did is absolutely crazy. So skip if you want to know nothing about it, but I doubt you'd want to read this book anyway. So basically, she was like, oh, I need to go to the doctor, and he's like, for what? She's like, fine, it's my OBGYN. And he's like, for what? And she's like, oh, for birth control. So apparently what happened, she was gonna go get like the birth control shot, and then he called them up and was like, yeah, just inject her with saline so I can get her pregnant. I was like, so she doesn't even know that he's trying to like get her pregnant to control her further. But the problem is, she loves him. So it's like, it's really confusing. At what point is it too dark for dark romance? At what point is the line crossed? That's what I don't know. But my jaw dropped when that happened, because I was like, what the heck? Because I I truly don't. Where am I going? That's pretty much it. Probably not gonna update more about Once You're Mine or Now You're Mine, whatever the frick it's called, because it's average. My watch thought I was talking to her. I'll either listen to, I don't know what I'm feeling. It's like, maybe I should just read Rebel Witch to also get that out of the way. Finishing 2 series in this video would be insane. Quick update, I finished Now You're Mine by Morgan Bridges. I could have went without reading those books, honestly. Like, the ending was so abrupt. When it was over, like, the last line was said, and it felt like the end of a chapter. But then it said, "Thank you for listening to Now You're Mine by Morgan Bridges." And I was like, what? Like, it was so quick. But honestly, thank God, because I was about ready for that book to be over. Anyways, I started another book. Also, I put a bunch of holds on like all the Frida McFadden books on Libby and like the audiobooks. And The Teacher is already ready for me to read. And I was like, that's crazy, but I will probably listen to that sometime this week. But I'm listening to Rebel Witch right now. I decided I just need to finish the duology. And so far, it's really interesting. Like, I'm on chapter 8, and it's actually like holding my attention more than I thought it would. I don't know why I had so much hesitancy. I did have to listen to a recap. I'm glad I did. But they do kind of go back and kind of tell you everything, kind of. So I'm really excited to see where that book goes. And I just love that it's a duology. I love a duology. I am so sick of all the books that have like 50 billion petroleum books to them, especially when we have to wait. Yeah, like Fourth Wing. I'm sorry. I'm pissed off about Fourth Wing, okay? Why is the 4th book not being written at all? It hasn't even been. Why make us wait? It's gonna be like 3 years, I bet, until it comes out. Like like I know that she's busy, I know, but anyway, I'm at Target right now because I want to look at their Christmas stuff, and I was close. My jacket's not even all the way on. I'm at Target right now. I'm gonna look at their Christmas stuff. I want to see what kind of Christmas pajamas they have. I would really love to get some advent calendars because I like getting me and Caleb advent calendars. I want to see if they have any like cute dog clothes because I want to dress up Marshall. Anyway, I'm gonna walk in here with my paint stained jacket. So quick pause to make this video a little festive. I'm gonna go into Target, get some Christmas stuff. We'll see what I end up getting, but I'm excited to look around. I haven't been to a Target in a while, so I'm excited to see what they have. The temptation to get coffee is so real, but it's 4 p.m. I don't need it. I don't need it. I haven't read Quicksilver yet, but the cover's kind of cool. Oh my god, what if Marshall and Boots matched? Marshall's big, he needs like a large. Okay, that's big, so. Large? Oh my gosh, it's like... it's a sleeve for the legs. That is so funny. This is what they look like? I would have never known because this book didn't explain what they looked like. I need to read the next one, but I'm so intimidated because the magic system is so complicated. This is what I went to Target for, essentially. I really wanted to get advent calendars because we do advent calendars every year. And I saw this kind. I thought it looked super fun. It's the Favorite Day Target brand chocolate. So it's just in this really cute like packaging. Like it looks like you can like slide the days out basically. And I really like that. I thought it was cute. On the side it shows like what
kind of chocolates are with it. So it looks like it's, I don't know, it just looks like it's good stuff. So I got 2 of those, one for me and one for Caleb. And then I was like, I can't get me and Caleb advent calendars and not get Marshall anything. So I decided to get Marshall this Boots and Barkley brand of advent calendar. So it just has dog treats for every day of Christmas. And no, I did not get Boots one because unfortunately they didn't have a cat one. At least I didn't see. But every time I'll give Marshall a treat, I'll give Boots one of his just temptation treats. The biggest thing was like Christmas pajamas. So they didn't have a lot of like top and bottom sets already like ready, like, and they didn't really have my size anyway. So I decided to get this shirt. So I got me and Caleb one of these shirts that just says "'Tis the Season" on it. And then for the pants, I just got us matching pants to go with it. So it just looks like this, very basic. So it'll be like this. So very, very simple. And that's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want anything too, because I get really hot at night too. So that was honestly perfect. And then I got Marshall some to match. So it'll look like this on him. I think this is so funny. I hope it'll fit him. There's like little leg holes. I just think it's so funny.
Marshall, you look so handsome. It's Christmas. Did I put it on wrong? What do you think? It's Christmas. It's Christmas, Marshall.
I'm 20% through Rebel Witch right now, and it's honestly really good. Like I said, I listened to more of it on the way home, and I'm really, really enjoying it so far. However, I don't know if I'm gonna read tonight. You know, I say that, but I might read a couple chowers? I was just thinking I needed to take a shower, and I ask. Okay. But also, I do need to edit. So I'm just like back and forth, but I'm also tired. Okay, as for Rebel Witch, I'm really enjoying it. It's going in a direction where I didn't really think it would go to, but I'm very intrigued. It's kind of reminding me of, low-key reminding me of Reckless a little bit by Lauren Roberts. Just the way it is right now, and a little bit of Fearless. Just like the thing that's going on in there, it kind of reminds me of that. It seems like there's things happening every second, and it also seems like the stakes are gonna be really high. I don't know how they're gonna figure it out, basically. So I'm very intrigued. The possessing her duet, like, I think that was just a Haunting Adeline wannabe. Like, the writing was, like, fine or whatever, but there's just so many, like, little things that I don't like about that book, or those 2 books. So I feel like, I don't know, I need to read a dark romance that's considered really good, because I'm having a hard time figuring out, okay, this makes sense because it's a dark romance versus, oh, that's not a good thing to put in a book, because I realize that dark romances are dark. Let me know a good dark romance recommendation. Like a dark romance that everyone loves, because I need to have something to compare other dark romances to, because I know a lot of people don't like Haunting Adeline. Anyway, I feel like I've talked enough, so I'm gonna go. Might read, might not. I will let you know if I read. Simple as that. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I didn't really give an update today. I actually have already like worked and everything like that. I did not give an update. I got the cutest little sweater from Walmart. Walmart kind of slays sometimes, you know? And also, I got this cute candle from Walmart as well. I just thought it smelled really good. It's white almond and nutmeg. The only book I read today was Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. It is Ciccarelli because in the beginning of this audiobook, it says by Kristen Ciccarelli. So it's not Ciccarelli, it's Ciccarelli. This is the only book that I listened to today. I got to chapter 62 with this much left. There is a lot of like repetitive thoughts from Rune and Gideon where they're like, oh, but she was pretending, and oh, but he was pretending to like to court me, and that they wanted me, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, we don't need to say that almost every chapter because we get it, right? But I love the vibes of this book. Funny enough, it really makes me want to reread The Rose Bargain for some reason. Like, I keep thinking about The Rose Bargain, and the second book to The Rose Bargain comes out on April 14th. That is like so far, but also not that far away. I'm so excited because The Rose Bargain is one of my favorite books of all time. honestly. Can't really give like too many updates on this because obviously this is a second book to a series and the last book to the Crimson Moth duology. Anyway, yeah. Marshall, what are you doing? Absolutely not. He bit down on our comforter. We're having a stare off right now. This is, look at him. Look at him. Yeah, you know better. You absolutely know better. I do need to edit some of my audiobook and also like booktube, so I'm kind of thinking about doing that tonight. I haven't read Powerless at all either, but like that book is really good. So I'm just trying to decide what I'll do. Either way though, I'm probably gonna read Powerless before bed. I don't know, I guess I could pick this up on Kindle as well.
I keep getting my days mixed up. It is Thursday and my hair looks a mess. Don't worry about it. It's raining, first of all. And second of all, I'm done with work today. Woo! It is 2:09. A bit later than I thought it was gonna be, but not a big deal, I guess. But anyway, the grand reveal, I got a Dutch Bros drink. But first of all, look at this straw. It's the little things, okay? I did in fact get a large. This is bigger than my head. So this is the iced holiday cookie latte. Yes, I got a large without even knowing if I like it, but I'm just assuming I will. I mean, what could go wrong? Like, it's sweet, but it's not as sweet as I thought it was gonna be. It's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, I needed this. Updates on books before I drive home. I finished Rebel Witch. I'm surprised. I thought I was gonna finish it physically, but I ended up not. Actually yesterday I didn't even mention, I didn't read like physically at all. I ended up sending out 2 chapters of the audiobook I'm recording for, so that's good. I got those edited and sent out. I ended up just editing another video for Bookmas, so I did a lot of productive things yesterday, but I feel like that's okay because like I was listening to on audiobook anyway, and I figure I could just listen to it on audio. So I did finish Rebel Witch, and I really liked it. I think I like the first one more just because it had a different like vibe to it. Like I said, there was a lot of like repetitiveness throughout it, just like reminding us constantly of like their feelings, and that's like fine and stuff, but I don't know, I just felt like some of it was a little unnecessary. I think I would give it like a 4. Like it was good, well, maybe a 4.25, but I think I like, why did that scare me so bad? It's just a car. I think I like the first one more, just because, I don't know, I typically like first books of series more, just because there's a lot more at stake. You're getting introduced to things, there's tension and all that fun stuff. So, but I still really liked it. It was really good. So then obviously that led to me reading a different book. I think I mentioned that I had the teacher on Libby. No, it was actually the boyfriend, but I do have the teacher. So I'm listening to the boyfriend, and this one is weird. Like this one, not in like a bad way, like it's interesting. So I'm almost 50% through. I know I keep flying through these audiobooks, but so basically this one is kind of like a dual POV kind of thing where we're learning about this person named Tom and we're learning about this person named Sydney. I'm gonna mess that up a lot. So Sydney is on a blind date. It's going well at first, and then the date goes awful. The guy is just being annoying, and he thinks that she wants him, and she gets really creeped out, and then this random other guy that's very handsome or whatever comes and saves the day, and Sydney's like, oh man, like I wish I could see that guy again, because he kind of saved her and then, you know, ended up walking away or whatever, right? It's kind of this mystery man. She calls him Mystery Man, and she is so desperate. It's crazy. I don't know what it would be like to be in her position though, because she's 34 and she really just wants a partner and wants to get married. So I can kind of understand her quote-unquote desperation at that point. She just wants a nice guy to settle down with, and you can't really blame her for that, you know. She just hopes that she runs into this mystery man again, and she kind of tried to find him on dating apps, couldn't really find him, but she has other friends that she hangs out with. There's this girl named Gretchen that's in a good relationship with her husband, or not her husband, her boyfriend, and then you have oh my gosh, I already forgot her name. Bonnie? I don't know if it was Bonnie. Bonnie is constantly talking about this guy that she like really, really likes and is like on good terms with right now, and they might be exclusive soon, and he's a doctor and he's very handsome, and she never mentions like his name like at all. Sydney never cared to really ask because Sydney's jealous and she just wants a boyfriend for herself, so she never really thought to ask like those questions. The murder happens, and since this other POV is Tom, we're led to believe that possibly Tom could be the boyfriend, right? But like, I'm kind of enjoying Tom's story more. It's more interesting because Tom is like, I'm in love with this girl named Daisy. And he's like, she's perfect, but I worry what I'll do to her. I'm worried that I'll like grab her throat and not stop like squeezing her throat or whatever. And I'm like, Tom? Tom? I don't think it's like a mystery that he's probably gonna be messed up in some way, and he's got a lot of family stuff going on. Tom's not really doing too hot, honestly. Basically, we've had this kind of reveal, but I know how Frida McFadden likes to bring in those random plot twists. So I'm thinking that this Tom person almost has nothing to do with anything. Or he does have something to do with something, but I don't know. I'm so excited for Bookmas. I'm gonna have so many videos to watch. I'm really bad at commenting on people's videos, but trust that I do watch like a lot of different people, and I want to watch more people, and I want to support people.
Okay guys, let's debrief. Today is Friday. I did not read any more of Powerless by Elsie Silver. Unfortunately, I only got to chapter 7, page 74. And I'm still definitely going to finish it because I think that book will be really, really good. I think like for working, it's really easy to just listen to audiobooks. You know, I could have read Powerless yesterday. I could have read more of it, but I had kind of like a family thing happen. I'm okay. Everybody's okay. But like I had a family thing. I had to answer phone calls and things like that. Just like family stuff. Then today I had the sudden urge to literally redo my book room. So I did that. I just got done with it actually. I'm excited to show you guys that video because I did film it. I finished 5 books. I finished 5 books in 5 days technically. And I started a 6th one. That's really good, I think, for a busy work week. But, you know, I do have that convenience of the Libby and like audiobook stuff. But yeah, The Boyfriend. Okay, let me do a quick review on The Boyfriend. I think I already basically told you guys what this was about. But like, I just want to talk about the ending because honestly, like, I'm not going to spoil it. But like, I did not like the way it ended at all. I know not all books can end with a specific ending, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I feel like, okay, I'm going to insert the spoiler snake. I'm about to spoil something. They got away with it. They got away with it. They literally they disappeared out of nowhere. That's what I don't like. It reminded me of The Crash. It's like the same way I felt about The Crash, honestly, by Frida McFadden as well. Not my favorite. The beginning was good. It was interesting. I read One by One by Frida McFadden. I read Never Lie by Frida McFadden. And I read The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. We've had a Frida McFadden week. It's just those books were very convenient because like they were ready to listen to on Libby and stuff. And I think out of those, I honestly think One by One was my favorite. Like Never Lie was good. Actually, I don't know what I like better. And obviously I got 76 pages into Powerless. I didn't finish it. And I did finish Now You're Mine. I think in general I would give this little duology a 2.5. Like, it's not something I would recommend to people. It kind of just felt like a Haunting Adeline wannabe or something. Rebel Witch. I liked Rebel Witch. This series is not a 5. It was fun. It reminded me of a lot of stuff that happened in like Reckless and like Fearless and stuff. Just like the boat and like them kind of doing this like chasing and they're trying to like get away and things like that. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself though. I mean, finishing 5 books in 5 days. Like I can't believe I actually did that. And if I applied myself, I could have finished more. If I really really wanted to. I could have like gotten way further into Powerless. I definitely could have like finished another audiobook today. I could have, but I just didn't. I think I did really good. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really excited for more videos coming up. Unfortunately, I did say this a bit ago, I will not be able to do a 24-hour readathon with my sister this Bookmas. That's what we were planning on, but we couldn't get our schedules to align. We are still doing it in December, so I'm going to try my absolute hardest to get the 24-hour readathon out before Christmas, if not on Christmas Eve, on Christmas, either one. But yeah, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more videos from me and stuff like that. Be sure to subscribe because you guys have to see my bookshelf organization video. I'm really, really proud of it. It's just cute and cozy. I'm so excited to show you guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!